So just like we told you, we are ready for the discussion segment this morning. We want to look at one issue that raises concern in our society. It's something that has been discussed for several years, and I bet the discussions will continue, especially in this part of our society, where people still talk about several things. Gender inequality. That's what we want to discuss this morning.
Yes, and I'm happy if you're a lady out there, I'm happy you're really watching us, because this is something that most, or I think I stand to be corrected, all ladies in Nigeria must have passed through this one time or the other. And we are talking about not being treated equally because of your gender. Oh, because she's a lady. Oh, because he's a guy, he can't do this. Oh, because I'm the man of the house, I'm not supposed to be doing this. A lot of things, you hear a lot of stories. In fact, I think he also gave right to the feminism, and he gave right to this battle for gender equality. But then that's not for me to say. We have people in the studio, beautiful people in the studio, to help us do justice to that topic. First of all, ladies first, but then I think there's also an agenda on equal treatment. So I'll start with the gentleman first. All right, so we have right here in the studio, we have Uchechukwu Umera. Can I call you Uche?
Yeah.
Uche, you're welcome to Weekend Show.
You're welcome to the program. We also have with us Mrs. Joy Chukwu. Mrs. Joy Chukwu is also in the program. So we have two guys, two ladies in the studio to talk about this gender inequality. You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay. So
how do you feel this morning?
I feel good.
Were you caught by the code?
No, I'm not caught by the code. I wasn't at all.
Okay, I'm happy.
Let me ask you before they will accuse me of gender inequality. How was your morning? Was it chilly for you?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, so let me start from you, the guy. No, let me start from the lady, because I think we're more victims of this. What do you see as gender inequality?
Well, I see gender inequality as the unequal treatment that are being given to men and women because of gender issues. You know, ladies, they are not treated equally with the men, the way the men are treated. You understand? So there is this perception that ladies should be subordinate to men. Yes. So they are not given equal rights with the men.
Okay, so sir, what's good for the goose? So what do you see as gender inequality?
Yes, from my own aspect, I understand gender inequality as a situation whereby people believe that men and women are not of equal right as a result of certain factors.
Okay, so do you see that way? Do you think men and women are equal? Oga, tell us the truth.
Oh, yes. To me,
yes,
men and women are not equal.
Oh, okay. He said it. I hope you're ready. Okay, so tell us why you feel men and women are not equal.
Yes, the reason why I say men and women are not equal is because if you want to, go critically into the situation, you will have to go into the Bible. Bible, as I consider it, seems to be the manual of the world. God created heaven and earth. And as such, he gave us the Bible as the basis through which man should study about him and the nature as a whole. Okay. So in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 27, the Bible says that God made man and women. Then when you study chapter 2, from verse 18 down to 25, you discover that God caused a deep sleep on man, and out of one of his ribs, he made man to be a helpmeet unto the man, or a companion unto the man to help him. So something that is made out of something, I think that which another thing is created from seems to be bigger or more superior to that which has been created. So this is the basis of my own
okay, if you come from that basis, let's take for example men were created without the woman being created. Do you think Because what it means, when you say superiority, to an extent you are saying that entity or that component is complete on its own.
Okay.
Complete on its own, that it can attend to several of its matters without seeking a help from the other. So you don't. Would that argument stand when you are talking about the completeness of the man?
No. Actually, if man were to be complete in all aspects, there won't be reason for God to create.
So why should it be more superior than the woman?
Yes, because while I say it's superior than the woman, is because God is the all-known.
Okay.
If men were not to be superior to the woman in the first place, maybe he could have created the woman first.
Okay.
But because of that quality he sees in man, that man can stand many things ahead of woman, he decided to create man first. And God created woman actually to help the woman actualize or fulfill, anything a man called vision to be fulfilled.
Okay. Please. Can we leave the Bible? Okay, no, let's not leave the Bible.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, especially Nigerians, we always like to be very religious. And then we always like to quote the Bible. But then, the Bible cannot be understood by mere logic. Now, the same Bible said, the place of the woman is under the man. The Bible also gave the man the duties of taking care of the woman. The woman is to stay at home, take care of the house. Now the society has changed. Civilization has made it in such a way that women no more just sit at home and take care of the man and his children. Do you think that should actually change the role of a woman? Considering the fact that a woman is now doing a man's duty, as a duty that was assigned. Most women are now doing the duty that was biblically assigned to a man. So if a woman is doing the duties of a man, do you think that it's also right to say the woman deserves all the rights of a man?
Anyway, I want to say that coming from Bible angle, the man was created first before the woman.
Okay.
But the same Bible told us that God created them, both male and female, in his own image.
Oh my God.
So he didn't even say God created
the woman
in the image of the man. So you see, that's another area.
Okay.
But in my own opinion, I think this gender inequality of a thing, in my own opinion, I feel that there can never be a way women will be equal to men.
Okay, are you saying it's not supposed to, or it can never happen?
It's not supposed to be. It can happen.
Okay.
But in my own opinion, it's not supposed to be. Because from the Bible perspective, God placed the woman under the man.
So you hold the view that men are superior to women?
The view, no.
Well,
it's not that men are.
Stance?
My stand is that, because if you look at it from what is happening now in the society, women, in fact, most women are the breadwinners of their families.
Okay.
Most women, they carry the men along. In fact, we have a lot of babies in the form of men. Babies, we are in the form of men, you understand? So I don't think that men are superior to women.
Okay,
they can only be superior to women when it comes in terms of physical strength.
Okay.
Because in terms of intellectual strength, you see women challenging men. You understand?
Okay, so I want to throw the question back to you. One of my professors once asked, in a family where the woman is doing the job of a man, you're the one paying the school fees, you're the one working, you leave home very early in the morning, you come back late in the night, your husband does nothing but sit back at home. Okay, let me say, maybe due to no fault of his, he is jobless. In that family now, the woman is obviously doing the duties of the man. biblically, I'm still quoting the Bible here. Biblically, she's doing the duties of the man. Do you think the man should be doing hard duties in terms of cooking, taking care of the house, or do you think the man is too superior to be, or what is it?
Even without his job, to be reading newspaper while the woman
do you
comes
think
out
in
for
such
work
a
and so forth?
situation, we should be looking at the woman now as the inferior gender, while the man, irrespective of the fact that he's jobless, should just sit because he's a man, cross his leg and eat?
Not really. I don't believe so.
Okay.
You know, the issue of foundation is something that should be taken serious in the area of trying to understand the purpose of God for man. You understand? So if in a family where woman seems to take role of man by being the breadwinner of the house, does not mean that maybe the man should automatically turn to a woman. Maybe going to kitchen to cook.
No, we're talking about duties here.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes, the man shouldn't, automatically turn to the woman.
When you use automatically, please, what do you mean by automatically?
We'll expand on this issue when we come back from this very short break. We'll still have a little bit of time to look at them critically. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the discussion continues. And remember, you can call in when we open our phone lines after the short break. Thank you. I bet you even at the break, the studio was hot. We were still talking even when we went on break. So you have to stay back and find out what we're discussing behind the camera.
I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. But don't forget, you have to call in. All the ladies call. Please call. I feel like I'm on the hot seat here. Now, Uche said something. I asked the question. If I automatically take up the role of a man as a wife, maybe due to no fault of his, I started working. I'm the one earning the paying the bills. I leave the house in the morning and then I come back maybe late in the night, say 9 or 10 in the night. Are you saying that a man should not automatically go to the kitchen, start cooking to make sure there is food on the table, or automatically go and bring the kids back from school, automatically play my role because somebody have to play the role of the wife? So it's a question. Yes.
I said something little about this before.
Okay. We have a caller.
Okay. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from the Republic of Anambra.
Okay, go on.
Good morning to the resource persons in the studio.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes. But the subject of this call is quite very, very, very vital this morning. Please, there is never a time as a result of conditions the warrant a man to automatically become a woman in the house doing the role of a woman.
Okay.
That is in quotes. If going to take the children back from school, fine, it's the work of the man, is also the work of the woman. But if the woman is necessary that she is now the one that is providing for the family, she should be able to raise money to reinstate her man in his pride of place. Okay. I mean, when the man is jobless, if the woman is capable of providing financial aspect of whatever the family is having, I think she should be able to give to the man money to person basic business. From there, the man will rise to the rank of being the superior master.
What if in a situation where the woman is a pocket trader?
The man to sit and be looking at it to see the man to turn overnight and become a woman in the house by taking the role of the woman in the house. I don't buy the idea, and it can never happen. And I don't see my fellow men do so. It can never happen.
Okay.
It's even better for the man to be stagnant in the house than to take that role.
Okay, thank you very much, so that other people can call in and we look at several issues. Thank you for
very
calling.
much. But then,
Thank you.
please, you still have to
Yes,
answer my
yes,
question
yes, you
because
asked me a
okay, he
question
said
before.
something. Let me chip in something.
Okay.
He said if a woman decides to take up the role of a man in the house, then she should have enough money to reinstate her man. Now, what about the question I asked you? Let's just assume that this woman is still struggling to make sure there is food on the table and the school fees is paid. Maybe she's not able to
And the house rent.
the house rent and stuff. Maybe she's not able to take care of the man's unemployment situation. But then maybe she's not really keen on you taking up her role. But I'm saying, is it proper for a man to, your wife went to work in the morning, you sit down, they watch TV, you go wait, she go come back around night, then she'll not come and make dinner for you.
I was saying something before the obstruction came. I still want to talk from the Bible perspective about marriage. When for a man to marry a wife, actually that man loves his wife before marrying her, and as such, if situation warrants that the man prosper in the house more than the man as a result of maybe certain factors, that does not actually mean that the man should now be looked at as a woman in the house. Okay. You understand? But in the recent, because of the love that exists between both of them, the man should be able to understand that, look, this is my wife. Wow. And now that situation happens like this, actually God brought her to make me fulfill my vision. For that woman to be on top of the game at that moment means fulfillment of God's purpose in the life of that man. So he should be able to help out in house kiosks, but not to be seen that every bit of responsibility of woman should be laid on top of him.
Okay, now one thing about. Let me bring Mrs. Joy in. One thing about this gender inequality is that it's beyond the home. Now, in the office, a man might be considered first for promotion, or let me say we're in a meeting and women are contributing. The man just keeps quiet. Immediately he speaks, his word becomes law. How do is it not? I think this gender equality is basically socially created. Do you hold the same view?
Yes, I do, in the sense that in the office setting, they usually...
Okay. It's off now. When they come back in, we'll take... Okay, let's take this caller before you address. Hello?
Sorry, I have to come back. Sorry. It's John Paul.
Okay. Please, we'll give you 15 seconds now to express your view, so that other people can call in and we no longer have time.
My suggestion this morning is, let me just use it as a contribution. The summary of it all is that there's no amount of money or wealth or whatever a woman will have in the house. It is unfortunate that the man finds himself in that condition. But biblically, the Bible says that for this, a man will leave his parents and be joined to the wife, and they become one. So whatever the woman is doing, actually indirectly, the man is doing it because before the woman comes into existence in that house, the man has started doing it.
All right, thank you very much, John Paul. So that we no longer have time on our side. Thank you for calling. Thank you for always calling on the show. John Paul is a regular caller. I thank you for calling. We just have a few minutes. While addressing the question, give us your final words for today.
Okay. Well, I want to say in the office setting that mostly men are considered to be promoted first or given preferential treatments above the women, but it's not supposed to be so. Because for an organization to run well, you have to consider the key persons that are effective in discharging their duties. These are the people you give promotion in terms of when it comes to promotion. Not because this person is a man, this is a woman. Because of that, you tend to promote this person before the other. I don't think the idea is
Okay, now
correct.
your final words. What do you think, if you are given opportunity to speak in an international forum, what will be your first two suggestions for this kind of thing to be addressed?
I would suggest that men and women should be treated equally. That is my first suggestion. Let them be treated equally, because we women, we have a soul like them. We are flesh and blood like men. And in this economic hard situations in the society, I think women, they are putting in more effort these days, more than men.
Okay.
So
thank you, Mrs. Joychukwu, for airing your views and being on the show. Ms. Uchechukwu, what will be your final words on the show?
Yes. In as much as I said that men shouldn't, become like women when it comes to hard situation. I want to, say that in the social setting, women are also women possess potentials through which they can make things happen in the society. Therefore, if in an organization where any woman is fit to make things happen in that organization, they should, they should not be deprived of whatever right that should be given to them, because they are part of the society. They help the society to, to achieve what it ought to. What it's supposed to achieve.
All right, the women help the society achieve what it wants to achieve. Well, to all the women out there, I hope you know, in as much as we are fighting for equal rights, we are not fighting to take over the role of men. Men have their own duties, we have our own duties.
Which
we're
are
filling our own a little hole, they're filling their own little hole, and the society gets better. Weekend show continues after this break. Let's go give you the breakfast news.